there, it is me, Lavender Gray, here with a Way of the Panda tarot reading. We're going to be using this deck in all three of these piles. Right now I have two little oracle cards, the Wild Unknown Tarot and then the Tea Leaf Oracles, as well as the charms to choose from. I was kind of surprised that only two decks wanted to be in the energetic overview, but I think we will have enough information, and then we'll go to the tarot, and then we're going to use a mega deck idea courtesy of Aso Tarot, where I put together two oracle card decks, Divine Abundance and Work Your Light Oracle. So let us do a bit of a breakdown. So this is speaking from Panda as your familiar, what Panda, the animal spirit guide, can teach us today. So we're going to do the energetic overview. We're going to use these oracle cards to see if this is your reading, and we're going to see what the particular situation or challenge you're facing is, and sort of what your relationship to Panda might be. All right, and then we're going to break out the tarot, see what your familiar has to say, and we can get a little bit more specific with the situation. We'll take a look at past, present, future, as well as some advice, and we'll pull a card to see what your Panda tarot or what your Panda familiar has to say about you. And then afterward, we're going to use the mega deck with the two oracles. We're going to get some advice and encouragement, and we're going to use the self-care oracle cards to give us some concrete things to do once the reading is over. So without further ado, let us begin. Pile number 1 is this butterfly charm. Pile number 2 is this sun and moon charm. And pile number 3 is this dolphin charm. So go ahead and take as much time as you need to pick which pile speaks to you. It can be multiple piles, it could be all three. If you get into the reading and the energy doesn't really feel familiar to you, then there might not be a message for you in this particular video, but I have lots of other videos for you to choose from. Okay, let's get started. Alright, pile number 1, if you chose this gold butterfly charm, then this reading is for you. I have a lot of space and not a lot of cards. These are both pretty small cards as well, so they're not taking up a lot of space, which I, when I sat down to film, started to feel very self-conscious of. So you might actually be someone who is sort of afraid to take up space. You might feel very small, or feel like you should be bigger or taking up more space. I'm thinking of Peach PRC, always, but how she said that when she meets fans in real life, someone said that they expected her to be bigger, and that felt really weird for her because she was like, well, I'm just me. That's not I would say that that's not really anyone's job to manage your expectations of how they're supposed to be in real life. But anyway, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, as well as Bowl, plenty of material things. So we have a very affluent energy. We have a bit of a warning to not get too materialistic, but it's only a slight warning because you have lots of good things coming to you when it comes to material wealth and abundance and luck, and the signs from spirit and the universe they're very much so. There's a lot of them right now, so let's look at the symbols. We have what looks like cherries, we have pears, maybe a fig or a squash, an apple, pineapple, and banana, as well as some golden flowers. They kind of look like chrysanthemums. The book Chrysanthemum, the little mice, might be important to you. And then 10 of Pentacles, we do have a rainbow, as well as the 5-pointed stars. And this center star has a miniature star in the center of it as well. So 5-pointed stars, particularly that style, might have significance for you. When it comes to signifiers and correspondences and magic, it means what you want it to mean, in terms of, like, you can ask spirit, like, okay, send me bananas or pineapples if I'm on the right track, or maybe send me cherries if I'm not on the right track. I don't know. It's between you and spirit, right? So I am going to get into the Panda Tarot. Adorable little box. And this deck was also smaller than I thought it would be, which is interesting to me that I had that thought like several days ago, like a week or so ago when I got this deck. I don't know why it's not like a mini version, I don't think. I just expected it to be bigger. And so I think that might be like a lesson or an energy that you deal with a lot of, like maybe I'm expecting myself to be bigger, like even though I have material abundance, I was expecting it to be more. I feel like it's mostly the like your what has to do with your personality. So, let's get into the tarot. Can we get what Panda has to say about taking up space, I think, is what we want to go for. So we have the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so it's just because you're not like a huge presence or like but the thing is I think you are a large presence. I think you're like a relaxing presence. I wouldn't be surprised if you had Taurus. We did have two sort of like Earth cards come out. The other Earth signs are Capricorn and Virgo. You could have those in your chart, but you don't have to. So the Emperor is a masculine authority, a divine authority that is kind and generous and firm. To have it in reverse could signify that it's an internal energy. It could also say that there's a little bit of imbalance when it comes to masculinity. Something I wanted to say in each of the piles actually was that when I was getting ready today for the pile or for the reading, I was thinking about how you can get bogged down with black and white thinking, and I was thinking of Panda saying like nothing is black and white. He is both black and white, and you could say Panda's kind of gray. Even though he doesn't like look gray, he has both black and white, which makes gray. And I hope that made sense. Okay. Oh my god, the Empress. Let me keep shuffling these because it is a new deck, just to make sure that we are getting as random as possible. But the Empress is, of course, the divine counterpart to the masculine authority of the Emperor. She is a Persephone archetype, so she is both the like monstrous feminine divine ruling the underworld, as well as the light attributes of the flowers and fruit and the sunshine. Seasonal affective disorder might be something you deal with, as well as bipolar or a mood disorder like that. You don't have to, obviously. But let us shuffle some more cards. I really like the pink flowers in this card. They remind me of hyacinths, but I don't know if they are. We also have purple and red and yellow flowers. And both of these pandas are each wearing crowns. I love that you got two of these like royals. So next we have 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Lots and lots of earthly material goods. Both the Emperor and the Empress signify a lot of abundance, like harvest season. So I think you're at the place where the fruit, I'm thinking of an ear of corn, where it's like just before it's ripe enough to pick, where it's like the kernels are still sort of like white yellow. I've never grown corn, so I don't know a ton about it, but I'm imagining an ear of corn. But I think this is saying that it's like you've done a lot of work. Your seeds are no longer seeds, like they have sprouted and they have flowered and now they have fruit, but the fruit isn't quite ready to pick. 6 of Pentacles, especially in reverse, speaks to generosity. You might have to give yourself a lot more grace than usual, especially if you're trying to, if you have huge expectations, I would say try to lay off them a little bit, because your harvest is going to be great no matter what it is, even if it's not on the scale that you wanted it to be. If that makes sense, let me know if it resonates. All right, we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse as well. We're getting like pairs of cards. Pear, the fruit, might be important for you. I don't know the significance of the pear in terms of like magic and witchcraft, but if you do, you can let me know. Also want to say that I'm very grateful to be reading for you. Okay. Bamboo as well might be important. We also have blue butterflies, golden bubbles, blue bubbles, and purple butterflies. And we have gray feathers too. For me, feathers are huge signifiers of the god Hermes. So you might have Hermes as a spirit guide, but I would be very careful and do lots of research if you're going to go into deity work. A lot of times you can attract lower vibrational beings, and spirit is always going to be unconditionally loving and there to encourage you, not there to like strike deals with you. I mean, if you want to get into that, like, I'm not telling you not to, but not to the Pokemon. Okay. A specificity. Oh, we have another pair of pandas, the Five of Cups. Okay. We also have some dandelion leads. Leads? Leaf seeds. Leaves and seeds. Okay. We have some dandelion puffs flying through the air. We have another panda bear with a crown of blue flowers, and we have some cups. So we have 3 spilled cups, but then we have 2 glowing cups that are still upright. And I think Spirit is saying that, like, I got your 6. We have 6 of Pentacles. We have 5, 5, 3, and 4, and 10 for the numbers. The Ace of Swords, I'm going to take the ace out of the reading. I'll put it upright. Something that the Otherkin Tarot book said, if you haven't watched my Otherkin Tarot unboxing, I would recommend it. It's very fun and can be something you throw on while you're going through new decks yourself. It's just sort of my process. But the Ace of Swords signifies a new way of seeing things. It's intellectual. It's about, I'm thinking intellectual property. It's about thoughts, as well as like cutting through fog into clarity. And I think it's interesting that he has these gray clouds and these crows, which in another deck, the Shadowscapes Tarot, you might really like tarot. I'm thinking of a lot of different decks that I have. Or oracle cards you might really like. If you don't have a tarot deck, this one might be something that you want to start with, the Way of the Panda, and then this is the Wild Unknown, and this is the Tea Leaf Oracle. But I think getting into tarot and divination so you can speak with your panda familiar a little bit more specifically might be awesome for you. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, interesting. Oh, what I was saying earlier is that the Otherkin Tarot, I don't have the deck with me, but said that when you pull an ace, I think of ace from One Piece. When you pull an ace, put it to the side and pull another card to fill that spot, because this can really flavor the text of your reading. So because this is the suit of swords, which is the suit of air, the air signs are Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Those signs can be correspondences. It's okay if not, but we can look at the reading through a more intellectual lens, as well as seeing if there's anything you really need clarity on. So let's see. 10 of Swords. Okay, that's interesting. We pulled Knight of Swords and 10 of Swords after we got the ace. Okay, this panda is doing a giant war cry. He has a flag with bamboo on it and a sword in the other hand. He has a red cape and he's wearing a triangle necklace, which looks like one of the alchemical signs. I don't know which one it is though. And then we have more gray feathers. So any of those correspondences might be important for you. We also have the 10 of Swords with a red scarf. This might be the same guy. You might be bogged down with anxious thoughts and insomnia. You might be, I'm hearing the word dreary. I mean, it's been very dreary weather for me. You might have to force yourself to go outside, but Mother Earth has got you. And she misses you. I've been getting that message myself of like the outside being like, come play outside. And I'm like, it's fucking miserable outside. It's gray and rainy. But I think Panda is here to say, like, I'm here when it's gray and rainy. Like, come cuddle with me. And then we have 5 of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse on the back of the deck. Actually, no. I don't think I have enough specifics. I don't really know where to go from here. That might be part of the lesson of not knowing where to go and just having to sit when it's gray and foggy and kind of miserable, but at least you're not sitting alone. Can I get some specifics of this situation that has to do with this gray? All right. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it can feel. Oh, he's got a little lollipop. Oh my god, this is the cutest card in the world. Um, so even when it feels gray and rainy, we do have blue skies on the way, and the Wheel of Fortune upright signifies a very lucky time. And we did have all these like pentacle cards and cards that speak to material abundance. Like I think you might do well for writing a gratitude list, and instead of being like sad that it's gray and rainy, you could maybe take some solace in the fact that the universe is saying like it's okay to just sit and chill. Like you're not gonna go like tend the fields in the weather, or that is to say you don't have to go out and do a bunch of like manual labor, unless that's your job, of course, but work yourself to death. Like you don't have to work so hard when the weather or when your mood is like in a gray, cloudy, foggy position. Like the the fog. Okay, so you know the scene in the One Piece live action where Luffy is sitting on the head of the ship, sniffing through the fog. Like if you don't know the scene, their ship is in a huge foggy cloud and they can't see anything. But Luffy smells food. He's a Taurus. He's very food driven. Hashtag same. I'm also a Taurus. Okay. But he is smelling the air because he smells food, and his nose leads them to this restaurant in the middle of the water. And they get food. So I think when it's gray and rainy, I think Panda Bear with this lollipop and Panda Bear eating bamboo is saying like just chill and like have a snack, dude. Eating might be something that is a little bit of a struggle for you. No worries. Panda is right there with you saying like I munch on bamboo all day long. It's okay for you to munch on some stuff too. Um, Let me know if that resonates. I know eating is a really sensitive topic for a lot of people. Some water. Stay hydrated as well with the blue. Okay, we have Eight of Pentacles. This is another card that speaks to a lot of material wealth and abundance as well as promotions, your ambitions, but it's saying like it's not quite time yet. You can think of these pentacles as clocks. The Page of Cups in reverse. Oh my god, this is my first reading with this deck, by the way. Maybe I should have led with that. Oh, and he has a little rainbow fish in his cup and a daisy. He's got this pastel hat. He's like a little baby. Okay. This, I think, is you, or maybe another spirit guide. You might be imagining a baby panda bear. Okay, that's this pile's familiar is a baby panda bear, and you're just going to be carrying around this fuzzy wuzzy teddy bear. If you really like stuffed animals, you might get a little panda bear, or like maybe like the Calico Critters panda. I think your familiar might. It might be nice for you to have something like cute and fuzzy to hold on to, especially if you're in this like waiting gray period, or if you feel a little imbalanced. It might be nice to have something physical and fuzzy to hold on to. Okay. We have the Hanged Panda in reverse. Look at this guy. He has a feather balanced on his nose, and then these are fireflies hanging around him. Yeah, so Four of Swords and Dream Space, which I'm not sure what this card means. It doesn't come with a guidebook, but he's holding a crystal, a blue crystal heart that has roots coming out of it, and then a tree coming out of his head with some purple and blue watercolor and gold and white stars. So those are all the symbols. Okay. I'm still just getting the gray, foggy energy. So okay, you might have to follow your nose, whatever that means to you, which is following your senses, even if you can't see them. Being able to trust your gut, honestly, being able to trust your smell. Aromatherapy might be really nice for you. Maybe spending a little bit of money on some nice perfume. Um, and cleaning your bed sheets and stuff just so you get like fresh smells, the detergent you use, the soap you use, maybe really buying that with like Let me put lotion on. Actually, speaking of smell, this has aloe extract and it smells like cucumbers. And I love the smell and taste of cucumbers. They're like my favorite vegetable. Just got a whiff of how fresh it is. Yeah, so fresh green smells might be really nice for you. Thinking eucalyptus. But I'm gonna clean up the tarot. As I do, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video and for letting me read for you. If this resonates, please give it a like or leave a comment. And subscribe to my channel. Let me put that there. Put it here. I don't know. No, it's in the frame. I don't want it in the frame. Okay. And let's get into Mega Deck. And I feel like we're gonna get a lot of awesome messages. Okay. Oh, this also says you are the Oracle. So trusting your gut. Let's see how I can shuffle this. Not very well, it seems. Final Pam saying, very good, it doesn't seem. Final Pam shout out. Any McElroy fans? Alright, that's a little bit better. I have very small hands, okay? And I've tried to learn bridge shuffling, but especially with like bigger tarot cards or stuff like this, like my hand barely reaches around it, so I can't like get a good grip on it. So we're working with what we got, which is a mess. Baby shuffle, goldfish pile. All right. I'm taking these. Oh my god. I think getting your hands a little bit dirty, maybe making a little bit of a mess, you might find that your panda bear companion is a little clumsy. I don't know if that's the right word, but they might knock things over or knock things out of your hands. Like if you're suddenly like dropping stuff a lot or like running into things, that might be panda bear saying like pay attention to something. Obviously if they're like hurting you, that is not a spirit guide at all. That is something else, and you might want to do some energetic cleansing. But like baby shuffling like that, whereas like a contained cute mess might be a little bit of a sign for you. So let's use these. I'm probably just gonna take them all. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Okay. Expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. We have lots of little butterflies, flowers, and elephants. Mintaka. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay, we have two, like, sort of heady, like, spiritual shit. So I'm pretty sure the Akashic Records is like a Library of Alexandria type of thing, where it's like all the knowledge in the universe, if I understand it correctly from the guidebook. Going to a library might be really nice for you, just going to a library and sit and reading. I'm like getting a huge sense memory of like the crinkling of a hardcover library book with the plastic cover over it and like the little like Dewey Decimal System sticker on the base of the spine. Take a break. Life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. I think Panda is very much like going to help you be taking breaks. I don't know a lot about this. You might want to do some research into star seeds. It can get very heady. I'm actually I'm gonna leave the rest. So let's get some concrete stuff we can do with this very heady spirituality. We do have a crescent moon on this card, as well as some stars, and we have some planets and stars in the background of that one. And we do have some gray clouds. Okay. All right, connect with your ancestors. Another very heady spiritual one. Okay, so Panda is here to like help guide you. He's not just like knocking things out of your hands. He's not just cuddly. He's not just like some stupid slow animal. It's like no, like I'm a wise man. Like I'm a wise man, and I can help connect you to wisdom and light and the guidance that came before. Pleasure, number 40. I don't do reverse cards with this. Pretty self-explanatory. Sacred sexuality, as well as meditation through sexuality, can be something that is very important for you. And we have look for fairies and make a meal on the back of the deck. So I'm really excited for your spiritual journey with expansiveness. Like, I think your spiritual, and we have that Ace of Swords, I think your spiritual intuitiveness and your spiritual intelligence is rising. And maybe the thing that, like, you're going to harvest is like this sort of spiritual knowledge. So the work you've been putting in, including like watching a tarot reading video, has been worth it and is paying off as we speak. So I'm going to leave your reading there. Thank you so much for watching, and bye. Hi there, pile 2. If you chose this Sun Moon charm, then this reading is for you. So we have only 2 oracle cards today. We've got the 8 of Cups and Tulip Great Passion. So when I was sitting with this energy, Panda was really saying like to sit and relax, like pretend you're a bear scratching its back against a tree trunk sort of deal. The thing with bears, especially, is that they sit and ponder reality, like they sit and ponder nature a lot. And so to sit back and smell the tulips or to appreciate the 8 cups that you already have. Crescent moons might be significant, but I'm going to go ahead and get right into the tarot. I was kind of surprised when only 2 oracle decks were like, pick me, but I think it's so that we can get focused on the tarot more. Okay, what does Panda have to say to pile 2? 10 of Wands. Okay, yes, exactly what I was saying. Let down your burdens. 10 of Wands in reverse really signifies the laying down of the burdens. You can think of it upside down as if you're, because 10 of Wands is all about carrying too much and it's like not worth the effort. And so in reverse, you can think about laying down the burden. The Page of Wands, okay, it's not that you're not good at what you do, you're extremely talented and skilled, but you're not going to be able to keep going if you burn the candle at both ends. And this is a little hypocritical for me because I'm filming this after working all weekend, and I'm like, oh, let me just do it. So before the reading, Panda was very much like, you know, that reading you're filming, you really got to rest about it. But I didn't want to keep you guys hanging any longer than necessary. So we have Queen of Swords. We have some very cool pandas with sunglasses on. You're probably very good with your words, or there is someone in your life that is in a sort of a feminine authority position. They don't have to be feminine, but that might be some of the energy they exude. But someone who is really quick-witted, good with their words, might be in a mentorship position. Let's see. And then Page of Pentacles. So we have 2 pages, a 10, and a sword. So we've got some of the pips, as they're called, and then some of the court cards. This is a little bit frenetic, this energy. It's a little bit frantic, but there's nothing actually going on around you. In fact, you're in a really safe, maybe a bit vulnerable position in terms of how you think and feel, but in terms of external causations, there's not a whole lot to be stressing yourself out about. Can we get some clarifiers for pile 2? Some clarifiers for the 10 of Wands. The Lovers in reverse. Okay, so you might be stressing out about love or romance, but I think the love and romance that you have, it could be within yourself, it could be in the foundation you already delight in, I think there is a lot of love that you may not even recognize that you're pulling from, that you're like drawing from to refill your cups. With Tulip with great passion. I think, I really do think this is a matter of two loves within yourself, honestly, especially with all the upside down cards. Six of Pentacles speaks to generosity. You might be keeping your flame to yourself, like whatever like passionate guidance you have to share with the world might be a little kept under the bushel sort of thing. Ace of Swords. So what we're going to do is we're going to exalt the ace uh, and let this card sort of portray the rest of the reading. So we're going to be looking at these cards now from the perspective of air. I believe Ace of Swords also came out in pile one. We've got clouds and we have crows and a green and orange bow tie with this panda. So this is trying to cut through with some clarity, trying to cut through this foggy grayness, and if you don't get rest, you're not going to be able to clear the fog. Seven of Cups. Okay. You have a lot going on. But everything, okay. And then Queen of Wands. We have Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and then the Moon in reverse. So, is my camera crooked? Hold on. We're good. It's fine. Little stuff like that, I don't think you should be getting bogged down with, of like really minor details, because you have everything in your cups already. You have wealth already. Even if it's not like material money abundance, you have a lot of emotional stability and a lot of emotional wealth, and that really goes a long way, especially when it comes to the matter of love. So if and when you do decide to pursue a romantic relationship in the external world, or maybe deepen a romantic relationship that already exists, you are coming from a place of I already love myself sort of deal, and kind of knowing how much to keep on your plate and how much to delegate. That's a fun little rhyme. So with the Lovers, we have Gemini energy. The crystal associated with it is rose quartz. And then probably the heart chakra, but it might be the crown as well, I'm not sure. And then the moon, the crystal is selenite. Let's go ahead and clear these. Let's get some encouragement from Panda. Whoop. Okay, a little bit of a goldfish pile. So you might be having fun with little stuff like this, where this came out in pile one too, because I fumbled. But this might be a message from Panda to all the piles of sometimes messes are a good thing, where you get to like play in the mud a little bit might be good. Getting outside, it's been really rainy and dreary for me, but getting outside and feeling the nasty earth is what I wanted to say. I didn't want to say it, but that's what came out. It made me laugh though. Maybe allowing some messes to make you laugh isn't such a bad idea. Okay, some encouragement. We have Dream Space. I think this is a sort of like signifier card. This deck didn't come with a guidebook for me, but I think it's one of those signifier cards that you can pull out of the deck and have it represent yourself for a situation. Page of Cups. Yeah, so the emotional stability that you are experiencing is no mistake. Like, I think you've really worked hard for it, period. And some more cups. Yeah, I think you've worked through some pretty tough situations, and if you do have a lover or a companion, best friend, or even a pet, really, I think they're the person, well, you might switch roles, but you have somebody to like hug. This could also be Panda saying like, hey, I'm here for you. Nine of Swords, letting down your worries and anxieties. The Empress in reverse. I think Panda is referencing themselves as the Empress. A Knight of Cups underneath the Page of Cups. So There's just so much reward and congratulation for the amount of romantic, um, I want to say upheaval, but I don't know if that's the right word. The word exhaustion is also coming through. You might feel like, no, not quite that. Celebrations are in order, but the way to celebrate is to take a break. Okay, I think that's the message that was coming through. So there's cause to celebrate. I'm going to keep him out. He's cute. But the way to celebrate might not be having a big party, just resting. Oh, we've got the hermit. Okay. Now I am going to pull out, I'm going to move these, keep you there. Miss Mega Deck that I made with the Divine Abundance and Work Your Light Oracle decks. What encouragement does pile number 2 need? Okay. It's a thick deck. Worth! Oh, with the tiger. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. Yeah, okay, so going back to what I was saying about having that lovers in reverse sort of symbolize the love that you have for yourself within yourself, as well as the world around you and the current situation you're in. I don't think you're in a very like tumultuous position. Like I think you are in a place of abundance right now. You might be feeling tired from getting to that place of abundance, but now you can set down your burdens and sort of just enjoy where you are. With some ease, yes, ease your burdens down. We have some elephants represented here. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. That's probably a really good mantra for you right now. Intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. We have the heart here. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. If you're coming from a place of lack mentality, especially when it comes to love, this transformation should be honestly feel very comfortable for you. I think that is what I want from this deck, is that the path of least resistance is the one that's opening up in front of you, and as things feel easy, that's probably a good sign. You might be really used to overworking yourself, and so it might be hard to just like sit and enjoy the cups that you have. You're probably someone with a great and fiery passion for life and maybe think that you have to do a whole lot of stuff in order to earn the ease, earn the relaxation, but you've already earned it just by being alive. So let me shuffle your sacred self-care oracles, which you're probably quite in need of. And while I'm shuffling, I want to say thank you so much for watching this video and letting me read for you. I hope things have been resonating. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment or subscribe. Shout out to everyone who watches. Okay. What self-care can pile 2 do to help them settle down? Okay. Hydrate. Oh my god. Let me hydrate. That's some good ass advice. That's number 27. Make a meal, number 32. We have, okay, so taking care of your bodily functions, eating and drinking. I'm imagining Panda Bear chomping on bamboo. Flow like water, so 2 water things, maybe some bath magic is in order, as well as going by a body of water and maybe just sitting and listening to the sound of water, or if you're not by a physical body of water, maybe putting on some sounds of waves at the beach or like a babbling river or something like that could help you relax or even fall asleep. As I pulled the rest card, number 43. So we have drink water, eat food, let it flow, and sleep. Okay, that is where oh, and it says nourish your temple, which I really like because that's exactly what the cards told us to do. So I'm going to leave the reading there. Thank you so much for watching, and sweet dreams. Hi there, pile 3. If you chose this dolphin charm, then this reading is for you. So Panda really just wants to get right into the tarot, so we only have 2 oracle cards. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse, and we have Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So I think Diamond is where you are in the present. April is the month associated with Diamond. I'm an April baby. I love diamonds. So the 5 of Wands in reverse speaks to a lot of internal conflict. It can also be external conflict. I feel like you might be coming from a place of a lot of elasticity, a lot of ecstasy, and being excited. A lot of sounds. But let me go ahead and get into the Panda Tarot right away. Alright, what does Panda have to say for pile 3? We have the Knight of Wands. We have the 2 of Swords. And we're going to exalt that ace, which just means putting it to the side and redrawing for that position, and then looking at the reading through the lens of an Ace of Cups. The Moon and the Queen of Cups. Okay, let's get some clarifiers for it. Okay. We've got Death on the back of the deck with the Ace of Cups in the exalted position. I think that's such a cool way to say it. It makes me sound like very D&D, I feel like. So first of all, I want to appreciate the setup that we have here. Thank you for letting me pull your cards. They look so pretty. Stuff like that might be not important to you, but might make you smile, so I thought I'd point it out. So we have the Knight of Wands. Oh my god, he's practicing martial arts. I love him. Kung Fu Panda might actually be a comfort movie for you right now. I really liked that movie when it came out. I haven't watched it since being an adult, but so I don't know if it holds up, but I remember enjoying it a lot. I think we had it on DVD. Okay, so we have someone who's very fast-paced. I don't know if this is you. I think this is more like a guardian. This might be someone in your real life who really it's very Ace energy from One Piece, the older brother who has fire powers, who's very forward-thinking, very fast-paced, and very protective. Is like in a guardian position. This could also be a spirit guide. This could be Kung Fu Panda. This could be Panda, the spirit guide themselves coming through for you and saying like, I'm fighting for you. We have 2 of Swords, which speaks to hesitation and self-doubt, a little bit of trepidation. And then we have the Moon. So you might be tripped up by opposites. Now, the Panda, this came out in pile 1, so you might want to watch this, but the Panda is both black and white, and it sort of gives clarity to sort of gray situations. Like, nothing is black or white. He is both colors at the same time, so you could say that he is gray. And I'm predisposed to say that because my name is Lavender Gray, and I really like the color and the symbolism of gray. So with this moon, I think in the near future there might be a bit of foggy grayness clouding your energetic ability, your energetic body. You might want to look into the moon phases and see where the planets are to see if like a retrograde is happening or like a new moon or eclipse is happening or something that might drain your psychic powers. I feel so funny saying like your psychic powers, but like you know what I mean, like your energetic awareness might be taking a hit in the coming days, and in doing like to deal with it, we want to be like this little panda on the moon with his little sleepy time cap. Dragonflies are also pictured here, as well as the gray clouds. We have the Queen of Cups, which I also think is another spirit guide coming through. This could be someone in your waking life that exhibits a very powerful, strong feminine energy, someone who goes with the flow, who is very in control of her emotions. They don't have to be female, they don't have to go by she, her pronouns, but they might exude feminine energy. What I'm getting for the most part is the fact that this is another spirit guide. So you might have a lot of pandas on your side, I think is what's coming through. We have 6 of Cups. Panda wearing a kitty hat! Panda wearing a kitty hat! Ah! Okay. And they're also in the cattails. So cat is also coming through very, very hard. If you had a childhood pet or animal, they might be a spirit guide at this moment. I might check out a video or do a reading specifically on your spirit guides, because I think you have there might be 2. So there's Panda and there's this sort of gray cat energy, and there might be a third one sort of over here, who's a little bit more shadowy, that's sort of connected to the moon. The crystal for the moon is selenite, so maybe working with that could help clarify some things, as well as maybe help with bad dreams. All right, we also have Judgment, number 20, which is the sort of like last step on the fool's journey, basically, where you're looking back at where you came from and seeing how far you've come. We have 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Oh, another ace. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, we put Death there, and then I'll put the ace over here. So, if you have fought an emotional battle or emotional upheaval, I think this diamond here specifically saying that you're doing a really good job and rewards are already here. So that's where I'm gonna clear these cards up. We're gonna do one more spread with the Panda Tarot to get some encouragement. When it comes to spirit guides, the energy should be like loving and affirming always. It shouldn't make you nervous, and it shouldn't make you feel like weirded out or anything. So yeah, selenite is also a really good cleansing crystal. I have some actually right by, so I'm going to put it on my forehead where my third eye is and sort of wave it around my body and my chakras, and I'll wave it around my phone and sort of the area where I'm working, and then you can go ahead and do that while we shuffle one last time to get some encouragement from Panda. Panda, what advice do you have for pile 3 for their truest, highest good? Awesome. That might be too many. Oh my god, okay, look. Look at this 10 of Cups and this 4 of Cups. Look, it's like the universe is handing you this butterfly cup, and you look up and accept it, and now you have 10. So, the path of least resistance. Okay, there's a lyric from a song from Smash, and it says, the path of least resistance led to Hollywood and Vine. So maybe that holds signification for you. So, you know what, actually, I think it's just these 2 cards that hold our affirmations. So the 4 of Cups is a little bit about waiting, but it does have to do with our perspective, because we do have to look up and see what the universe is handing us. So the path of least resistance might lead to Hollywood and Vine. It might lead to, and it will lead to, this complete emotional fulfillment. So the 10 of Cups is it's the element of water. So the signs are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You can have these signs in your chart, but you don't have to. The element of water governs flow and changes and emotions, as well as like the subconscious and a lot of like spirituality. I'm happy that we had the moon card come through, because I think you really vibe with that energy. The 10 of Cups is a happy time. period. And the Four of Cups is a time of despondency, but not because anything external is actually happening. It's just sort of like a moping around card. And it's okay to mope around sometimes. Like when it's like a gray, rainy day, it can feel nice to sort of like be like, oh, poor me. But like any longer than that, when there isn't really any necessity for that, might be, like a call for some change. Speaking of water. Pile 2 told us to hydrate with the self-care oracle deck. Um, so I've got that in my head. But now we're going to open up Mega Deck. This video is the first time I'm using this. I stole this from Ace of Tarot. Shout out. But I put this together from the Divine Abundance and Work Your Light oracle decks. And it is quite a handful. That didn't work very well. One more. Please work. Yeah! Woo! Thank you. Sometimes all you gotta do is say please, right? Okay, so let us get some Divine Abundance from this deck. What does pile 3 need to here? What does pile 3 need? Okay, these almost fell out, so we're going to take them. We have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Yes, just say yes. Okay. That to the side. What's really sticking out to me is this lavender color, that it's sort of like this pattern with the purple here, the purple, and then the purple in the background here. So purple is the crown chakra. It's also the color of royalty. It might hold some significance for you personally as well. And our Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck is purple, and it's held together with a purple scrunchie. So I think Spirit might be saying that if you see purple stuff, like violets or lavender, any shade of purple will do, is saying like, if you see that, it's a nod to saying that like you're doing a good job, and you are doing a good job. Okay, while I shuffle the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck, I wanted to say thank you so much for letting me read for you. This has been a blast. I've really enjoyed this energy. If you liked this video, please give a thumbs up or leave a comment down below, or subscribe to my channel. I very much appreciate it. Okay, what does pile 3 need to see? Okay, watch a movie, number 54. Was that this pile that Kung Fu Panda came out in? So maybe that might be a comfort movie for you. If not, it's okay. No judgment. Burning Bowl Ritual. And Nourish Your Temple with Massage, number 34 at the back of the deck. So Burning Bowl rituals, if you're not familiar with them, they're pretty self-explanatory, but basically you safely have fire in a space, and you burn the things that represent what you no longer want to hold on to. So her little page here says to let go. She's got some crystals and some art supplies around, it looks like. But if you are in a place where you can safely have a burning bowl ritual, I highly recommend it. Oh, I also like how, look, their positions are mirrored and they came out in front of each other. So sitting in this, is it lotus position? Sitting with your legs crossed, or cobbler's pose as well, but sitting with your legs crossed and just like with your eyes closed, they both have like similar expressions too, just their eyes closed in meditation might be really helpful for you. So that is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.